Peter's Square. They're actually, and now that there's darkness, they can't even see the chimney. They're actually watching, and you can see in some of the wide shots on large video monitors, just like people. And there you have it, smoke.
Again,
black or white?
Seems to look a little lighter than last time, but still, I have to say, kind of dark, kind of light. It's lightest smoke we've seen. Fair point?
I think, Chris, that is a fair point. It's the lightest smoke we've seen, but as we've been reminding people,
they are excited, the crowd. They are excited in a way they were not last night. They are excited in a way they were not this morning.
That looks like white smoke.
It certainly seems to be turning progressively more white as it issues from the chimney.
We have been told also that the bells of St. Peter will ring, but last time that took some 4 or 5 minutes before for confirmation.
That's right.
But
There was some confusion about who could issue the order to turn on the bells the last time.
Well, we're going to be completely transparent about it. We don't know, and the reason we don't know is because this smoke can be historically tricky. We do know this. It is lighter than it has been so far in this conclave. The bell is ringing here in Rome, the campanone, the big ring. That means one thing, John Allen. What does it mean? It means
Habemus Papam, Chris.
We have a pope. We have to listen in.
For the tens of thousands of people who are in St. Peter's Square, they can now tell their children and their grandchildren they were there when the new pope was elected.
1.2 billion people around the world, their hearts just skipped a beat. They all now look to one man for their future as believers in the Catholic Church. The Cardinals now believe that they know who God wants to lead them.
John Allen, what is happening now that we know by tradition?
Well, Anderson, let's start with what's already happened. That in the very moment in which whoever has been elected Pope of the Catholic Church crossed that two-thirds threshold, he was asked two questions, two fateful questions. One, do you accept your election as Supreme Pontiff? And obviously his answer to that question is yes. Secondly, he was asked by which name he will be known. Now, of course, the Cardinals in the Sistine Chapel have the answer, and soon we will too, because what is happening in the interim, the new Pope is being led to a room near the Sistine Chapel called the Room of Tears, where he's being vested in those white vestments that signify the papal office.
And John, tell us why it's called that.
Well, it's called the Room of Tears precisely because can you imagine a more fateful moment in a human being's life than the realization that you are now going to be looked upon by 1.2 billion people on the planet as the vicar of Christ on earth, as the successor of St. Peter, as their spiritual father, not just leader, Chris, but their spiritual father. That, of course, is what the word Pope means. Papa. It means father. And so obviously he's given some time to compose himself. Then he will return, now vested as the Pope, to the Sistine Chapel, where each of the cardinals individually will process up and pledge their loyalty and support to the Pope. Then the what's called the proto-deacon, that is the senior cardinal in the order of deacons, who is a French cardinal by the name of Jean-Marie Touron,